How to accept payments on your Shopify store. Now in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you everything needed to successfully accept all sorts of different payment providers and payment options on your store. This is even going to include stuff like cryptocurrencies and buy now pay later options. So let's actually get started with this. So to get started, head over to your dashboard and then navigate to settings right here on the far bottom left and then click on payments right here. Now by default, you are going to have a lot of different kind of payment providers, and basically the most powerful one would be Shopify payments right here. This is basically going to accept all sorts of different cards and even buy now pay later options like ShopPay, which actually only is available in the US, but more on that later on, and even Apple Pay, Google Pay, as well as Meta Pay at a at a cheap transaction fee, 0%, at a quite low price point. Now, if you're going to click on manage right here, you can actually see that the online standards would be 2.9% plus 30 cents and then 3.9% plus 30 cents for international. You can see all of the different rates right here. Some rates are going to basically be dependent on the card provider. For example, American Express does charge a little bit more essentially for domestic, as you can see right here. Now, basically, if you do have Shopify payments available, then I would highly recommend you to set this up. However, sadly, Shopify payments isn't going to be available for all of the countries out there. Now, if your country is on this list right here, Shopify payments is going to be available for you. However, if not, make sure to just skip the next part of this video. I will leave you the timestamps for this down below, and I will then later on show you how to set up some alternate payment methods. Okay, so let's get started with the Shopify payment setup. Just click on complete account setup right here, and then you will have to first of all submit some information about your business. So right here under submit details, you will then have to first of all select the business type. Now this is going to be different from country to country. As for the US, you're going to have these options, and depending on what kind of business type you're going to choose, you will then have to put in some different kind of business details about your business basically. Now as for this right here, I would then just have to put in my employer identification number and so on. Now, as for the personal details, you would then just have to fill this out. Now, as this is just an example store, I will not actually do this right now, and also to save you some time. And then other product details, you will actually have to set the general category of your store. Now, in my case, so as you can see, you are going to have tons of different options. As for me, I guess I will just select retail right here. And then as for the business subcategory, I'm then going to choose, I don't know, let's just choose clothing right here. And then we will have to actually put in a brief description about our product or service. In this case, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to say something like, we sell clothing for anyone. By the way, you can right now get completely free access to my comprehensive Shopify beginner course by using the link down below. This will also grant you access to a community with hundreds of like-minded people so that you can grow together. So make sure to check that out if you want to. And then we can continue with the customer billing statement. Now, this is actually terribly important. Right here, just put in your business phone number, and then you will also have to put in a statement descriptor. So basically this thing right here is then going to be visible on the card payments and so on. And I would actually recommend you to customize this to your store so that when someone is going to buy something of you, they're then later on going to see that payment marked as from your store, because otherwise, if they're just going to see some random numbers, sometimes they're going to be confused, and sometimes this can even lead to chargebacks. So in my case, I would then just put in something like Krause right here so that they know, okay, this purchase is made by the Krause clothing company. And then once you're ready, you will just have to submit this for verification. And now I'm actually going to quickly opt out of this. And then you will just have to secure your Shopify account with two-step authentication so that basically it is going to be harder to hack into your account. And then you will have to add your banking information so that you can then basically just withdraw these funds. So let's now actually head back to the payment section. Now, one payment method which I would highly recommend anyone to add on their store basically would be PayPal right here. Because if we are, for example, going to look at the most used online payments by brand in the US, we can see that PayPal basically still has the biggest market share. And PayPal is also going to be available in more countries than Shopify payments. So in my opinion, this is just a no-brainer. Also, the setup is super straightforward. You will just have to click on complete complete setup right here, and then PayPal is going to automatically actually guide you through the process of creating an account right here. Additionally, you can also add Amazon Pay right here if you already do have an Amazon merchant account, but I'm not actually going to set this up right now. And you can even customize stuff like the payment capture method right here. I wouldn't recommend you to actually change this if you don't exactly know what you're doing. So I'm just going to leave this at the default. And then we can even accept some manual payments that are going to be made outside your online store. So if you do want to accept bank deposits, money orders, or a cash on delivery service, then you can do so right here. However, I'm not going to bother setting this up right now, okay? So let me now actually show you how to add alternate payment methods. Now, this isn't only useful if you don't have Shopify payments available, but this is actually also super useful to add all sorts of other different payment providers, which can then improve your conversion rate. Now, as I've already mentioned, for example, ShopPay right here would be a buy now, pay later option, which is super good. So if you do have pricey products with a price point of I think above like $150 or $100, then it definitely makes sense adding a buy now, pay later function. However, with ShopPay, this is only available in the US, and therefore a lot of people aren't actually going to see this option available. And by adding some alternate payment methods, you can actually kind of bypass this. But basically just click on add payment method right here, and then you can either add search by payment method or by provider. Now, if you, for example, do want to accept Visa right here, you will just have to select that, and then you're going to see tons of different providers that are going to accept Visa depending on what provider is going to be available for you and where you are from. Now, one provider that actually is available, I think almost everywhere, would be Checkout right here, which is then going to accept all sorts of different payment methods. Obviously, the transaction fee is going to be a little bit higher than on Shopify payments. This would be 2% right now. Now, if you can even take this further. If you do, for example, want to now accept, I don't know, Ether, or for example, crypto in general, then you're going to have all sorts of different payment methods right here. And you can then look for these kind of providers, and you can then see the providers that are going to offer these payment methods. And now, either way, there are actually some powerful providers which I want to quickly show you. The first one would be Afterpay. This is a buy now, pay later function, which is, I think, worldwide accepted. And it definitely works kind of similar to ShopPay. And then same goes for Klarna. Klarna is kind of EU-based and also a great buy now, pay later function. And generally, you are going to have a lot of different providers which you can all test. And in general, the setup for each of these are going to be slightly different, and you will just have to sign up to an account with these providers. So if you, for example, do want to accept Klarna, you would then have to actually create a Klarna account, obviously. Now, basically, if you do have Shopify payments available, make sure to add it. It is going to be the cheapest option out there. If not, you can also just sign up for an alternate payment provider, as I've already shown you. And either way, I would actually recommend you to add PayPal. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my free resources down below to supercharge your Shopify journey.